Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is the last day I will be posting any crypto analysis on Steemit. All crypto analysis, all morning updates, all on demand requests for analysis will be going to the BitcoinLive site. Tomorrow is the launch for the BitcoinLive platform. And that is the platform where I will be a featured analyst, continue taking your requests for analysis. I will also have weekly chat sessions where we can get together and have a meaningful discussion and most importantly Q&A for the members only. For those of you who have received your emails for the founders member and we have been oversubscribed, I strongly encourage you to consider clicking on the link to complete the registration process. So again, today is the very last day for crypto analysis on Steemit, and everything else on Steemit will be focused on equities, commodities, and later on options. Okay, let's go to Bitcoin. The last Bitcoin analysis on Steemit. So yesterday we analyzed the head and shoulders, the inverted bullish head and shoulders pattern. The left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder was here. Price surged, broke the neckline, and that provided the price confirmation. We also had the volume confirmation. Everything looks good. However, we need to still keep in mind that there is another underlying pattern that is in progress. And you can see that if I draw the line here, as a wedge. And if this wedge does progress to, let's say, 7,800 or so, because I think what's going to happen is, look, you saw the surge here, spent most of the day just going sideways, consolidating, saw another surge overnight, and probably it'll spend most of today consolidating, and it may do one more surge, and if this pattern of the upward pointing wedge kicks in, it may decline. You have to keep that into your awareness. That is the primary area of technical analysis because it gives you greater awareness so that you can better identify the primary and the secondary alternates. So that needs to be kept in mind, I believe, and we can't lose awareness of that. Now, if price breaks out of this and continues going up, then this upward wedge pattern will be invalidated. Great. But given how it's almost crawling up and not just impulsing, surging upwards, it looks very, it does have a corrective attribute in appearance to it in the price movements. So let's keep this, and this will probably occur maybe on the 4th of June by tomorrow. So most of today, it'll go sideways, surge, and then what will happen next will be the key. All right, here's the longer term perspective that we've been holding. So this bull flag is still in effect. It has not broken out. It has not been invalidated. It's a very long bull flag. Now, the 0.78 has been pierced right below it and price recovered. It has been rising since then. However, even in this, ladies and gentlemen, you can probably see the wedge forming like this. So we are at a bit of a cross point where the price is right under the belly of the top line of the bull flag. The key is, will it go up or will it go down? We are within the well within the third cluster of support. Elliott wave shows that we should go, based on head and shoulders, we should go to 8,200 or so. Great. But what needs to happen here is we need to have a decisive break of the upper white trend line of the bull flag. We need to break out of this like this. Decisively break out. That's what needs to happen. Okay? Otherwise, the impact and the influence of this rising wedge, which is bearish, which has bearish connotations, in that we can get a lower low decline down to maybe as much as 6,500 or so, 6,600, back almost down to the prior low. Again, this is a small picture. It has very little impact on the longer term. Let me show you. If the MACD breaks out right here, breaks out now, beautiful, then that would allow this to be breached for the bull flag. However, as you can see, the MACD is also sitting right underneath the belly of the top trend line of its symmetrical triangle pattern. And I think it might roll over just to do what? Get closer to the apex. It might roll over downwards toward the lower blue trend line one more time and then break out. And the timing of that could be on the 13th or 11th, 12th, 13th of June or so. So this is very important to keep in mind of your awareness, so that if you do see a decline, that awareness will keep a panic away, because you are now fully aware how it can fit into the picture of the long term as well. Now let's look at the even longer term. This is why I'm so bullish. We have an A, B, C, D, E. E could be almost done. But look, there's a tiny bit of space right there. And if it wants to, it could do something like A, B, Piercet, Bullwick, and rise like that. And this will be a scary event for many people if it does do a bullwick going down to 6,000, let's say. And that'll temporarily pierce it. But I do prefer this. It's not because I'm a masochist, not at all. It's because a bullwick event is very good for the coming of trend. Why? Think of it as a story of tug of war between buyers and sellers. When you have a bullwick, you get a panic selling event. All the would-be sellers, all the weak hands sell. And just like a buoy temporarily going underwater, it comes right back up. That's what I would like to see. And the timing of this could be somewhere between mid-June or so. Let's see. But the apex is positioned in mid-July. So if it does this and then breaks out early July, I think that'll be beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the last Bitcoin update on Steemit. I have gained 31,000 plus followers. My objective has always been to help and do no harm with my analysis. If you would like to continue following me, please consider joining me on the BitcoinLive platform. It'll be quite effective. If you have missed information on this, there's a link posted in the beginning of my blog post. And if you click on that link, enter your email, you should get an email back on the registration link. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Sunday.